Hello friends, we're about to have a little adventure in the van and cycling the trike and traveling. It's gonna be cool. I'm headed to the airport to pick up my friend Honza. If you've seen me building the trike in Czechia, traveling around a little bit of Italy, even in America a few times, you know who Honza is. We're all gonna be living in the van for a little while, 10 days. Going to Rochester, New York, Indianapolis, Chicago, and a number of other places, Grand Rapids. And we're gonna be doing some rides. We're gonna be having some fun. The van is finally finished. We'll get to see that quite a bit. But right now I gotta pick him up from the airport. Oh my gosh, guys. So much has been happening. And I'm so excited to tell you all about it. It's been warm these days, but I'll let that stop me. Honza called me a while back, sent me a text, and Honza is director of marketing at Aza, the company that makes the trike that I cycle currently and that I rode around Italy and rode around Germany, rode a little bit around the States. And he told me that he had to do a sales trip and he was coming to the States and he wanted to know if I wanted to join him, because we could take the van, we could do some rides, we should meet some people. We could go to an event called the Pedal Point Rally. We could go to Terra Trike. We could go all over the place. Of course, I said, heck yeah. Annie and Eva are currently in China. They will be arriving tomorrow evening, and I will be leaving tomorrow morning. So I won't be able to see them. Today is the 14th of July, and it is Eva's birthday. So we can all wish her a collective happy birthday. This will be the inaugural voyage of the van with the trike, all finished and kitted out. I have been busting my ass to try to finish this thing, and I think we're finished. I have all the windows back there blacked out because it's hot, and if you leave the windows open, it just brings in some warm air. There will be some beautiful views of road. There will be some beautiful views in general. There will be some drone flights. There'll be some conversations with me and Honza. There'll be some conversations with other people, I am sure. The van is heavy. Let me tell you that. The van is very heavy. It's so heavy, in fact, that when I finally finished the van, I took it to my brother-in-law's house, and his neighbor came over, really nice guy, Tom. And he was looking at the van, and he's looking at all the equipment and all the things that I have in the van. And he's, oh, I know that. But then he looked at the underside of the rear end, and he said, your springs are the opposite way that they should be. Typically, your springs are supposed to be like this, but mine were slightly like this because the van was bending them the opposite way. So I took it to a spring shop and paid a few $100s, and I got my springs beefed up. So now they're still not like super huge. I think I might add a little air ride suspension on them just to be able to have a little bit more control, because one side might be a little heavier than the other, and I might want to like spring them up if I'm near a campsite and I'm way off level, but that can be done down the road. That's not so expensive. A lot of things back there, man. Just so many things. But it'll be fun to introduce it to Honza, and it'll be fun to get on the road again, and it'll be fun to ride the trike. If you guys don't know, I had hernia surgery. So I had my belly sort of spread apart, and I had a patch right on my umbilical cord, my belly button. And so now there's a big patch there, so I should be, I've got a tune-up, the van's got a tune-up, I'm all healed up now by this time. I still can't do any deadlifts, but I don't think Honza's gonna ask me to do that. I am curious about mileage. I'm wondering how many miles per gallon I'm gonna get on this thing. Currently about 12 miles per gallon, but I'm sure that's gonna adjust a little bit. The beginning of the end of this van started a few weeks ago. I completed all of the window covers. I hand sewed the cushions in the van and all the upholstery, and including the window covers. And not the front window covers, because they were done by a company in Portland called Van Made Gear, but the back windows are odd shapes, and so they don't have standard window covers for them. So I decided to kind of examine what made Van Made Gear window covering so cool and replicate it. So they're all like lined with magnets, and they're really, really cool. I'll show them to you a little later. So I finished that. Then I was taking some of the Havelock wool, basically the insulation between the metal of the outside walls of the van and the wall panels. They're sandwiched in there is Havelock wool. It's basically wool, like sheep's wool. I was just kind of tucking it into spaces where there were voids, and I had noticed them over the last year or so since I've had the wall panels up and finished, thinking I need to go through and do that. And I realized what I was doing. I was doing finishing work on the van. Like the little check boxes that aren't super important, but they're something that I wanted to do. So I just figured I'd do it towards the end of the project. And I'm like, holy shit, I'm almost done. I tucked in the Havelock wool. I bordered all the windows with a thicker wool felt that I have to kind of seal it off and make it look nice so you can't see any wiring or anything. And then even today, because I'm actually going to be going on this road trip with Honza, I actually took, camera gear and all my wires and cables and the stuff that I want to travel with, like I hadn't filled drawers. I have all these beautiful cabinets with empty drawers, and I went through each drawer and started filling them up. They're still quite empty. There's still a lot of stuff to do, but it's really amazing to start doing those things, and it's kind of exciting. There has been a lot that I haven't talked to you about. Some of it was like plumbing, some of it was electrical. I had some leaks. I had to get the waste tank underneath the van kind of all settled in and hooked up so that I can use the shower. I built a shower pan for the standing hidden shower. It's not really hidden anymore. I left the teak shower mat there. It's quite beautiful on its own. I guess if you didn't know 100% that it was a shower pan, you'd think it's kind of a cool welcome mat. So yeah, all of that's in. Whew. I've been working on this van, I feel like around 3 years, or maybe a little bit over 3 years. It has been a while. But it's coming to a close. All right, we're parked. I turned on the under cabinet lights to give a little bit. Man, this van is so cool. I feel like I'm in space. We're waiting at the terminal for Honza to arrive. He arrived already, but he's at the gate. It's so odd. Another thing that I did is because the radio is hooked to the ignition, so when I turn the van off, if I don't turn, and I turn the ignition to on, just so that I'm putting power to the radio, it turned off after 10 minutes. So I could only use the radio for 10 minutes, and it was this beautiful system all in the back. So I went into the dashboard, I went into the radio area, and I spliced in a switch for the remote that will turn on the amplifier, and I wired in a switch for the ACC so it turns on the radio. So I can, the radio and the amplifier think that the vehicle is on, basically tricking it, so which is super cool. But yeah, I'm listening to fireflies. I always do this. I always come to the airport on time without realizing that they're never on time. He's been in customs for a while. I've been sitting out front waiting for half hour. But I could show you my shower pan. Check this out. I got a stainless steel shower pan here, and I was trying to figure out a way to inlay a shower pan, and I found this beautiful teak shower pan. It's heavy duty, and we're gonna give it a try on this trip. I'm gonna see if I can shower here without it getting completely water everywhere. Do you think I'll be successful? I'm not sure. Not sure at all.
I thought you would have something smaller.
This is as small as it gets. How's it going?
Hi.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Wow, you're packing light. So you remember Honza? Honza? Are you tired?
Yes.
Yeah, you're gonna sleep good tonight. We'll wait until 6, 7, maybe 8,
Today,
if you want.
I think I should wait even longer than that.
Or get a good reset?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, my brother-in-law is hosting Sunday dinner, so Honza's coming for Sunday barbecue, which is good. Do you want some sweet? Do you like sweet coffee?
Not really. I can have a sweet coffee.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a coffee shop up here that has
Yeah.
really, really good coffee. It's called Wally's. It's like Starbucks, but it's owned by a friend of mine.
Okay. Search and rescue and W. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thanks.
There's been more successes than failures, goddammit. You better sit down.
Turkey was wonderful. The duck problem.
Yeah, the duck problem. Well, that was somebody was involved. Somebody else was involved with the duck problem.
We'll never forget that.
Was it the Christmas goose or the Christmas duck? Oh, you mean the what do you call that? What is the
Chicken? Wasn't it
the
a chicken?
the turkey
Yeah, we
dactyl?
had to go out and get chicken, right?
The turkey dactyl. No, that was when we were here and we didn't have enough food, and then we
Right,
Had to, no,
right.
you had to go to the store to Kroger and supplement the meal because we didn't have. That was the only.
That
store we
was
not
like
had enough
that
food.
made him feel so bad.
I wake up in the nighttime and in a cold sweat I think about that evening.
But the truth
That
is,
was my in a life of failures. That was my that was my effort.
Yeah, right. It just wasn't a lot more food. Than
Yeah, no, there always has to be too much food, never too little. That's how that goes.
this is prosciutto wrapped around beef tenderloin with mushrooms. With a mushroom paste.
6 minutes.
Have you seen these yet, Matt? I'm wearing the Ray-Ban Metas. so
No
here's
privacy anymore.
here's all the pictures I've taken
You are being recorded.
today, right?
Wow. What do you have to do to take a picture?
I just go like this.
Okay.
Or I say, hey Meta, take a picture.
Well, I do see a light.
Yeah, there is a light, yeah.
indication.
If I tell it to record, there's a white light on, right? So it's people know.
We live in the future.
Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy. Okay. All right. I'm nervous.
Why'd you have to wait? Just had it breathe, or
Let it rest.
Yep, let the meat rest.
I think it might be all right.
Just cut it in the center.
Right down the middle and then
Yep,
go the other
yep.
way?
Cut down the center and just open it up. And then we can cut pieces off from there.
Oh, I think we did all right.
Yeah. Right.
All right. All right, get plates, guys. That worked out really well, having dinner at my brother-in-law's house, having some grub. Now we're gonna go home, and I have a bunch of things to prepare. So we'll settle you into your room, and I'm gonna get to work on preparing. Yeah, okay.
I didn't find my helmet
You do?
after moving. No, I'm
Oh, okay,
in the
okay.
house.
It's kind of fun though to like put stuff in the van for a trip. I mean, last time I took a trip with it, there wasn't any cabinets or walls or anything. It was just me moving around trying to finish it. All right, guys. Honza is sleeping. I think he's right above the garage. No, he's a little over. But I'm finishing up putting some stuff in the van. I'm actually, come on in. Nice shower pan. I'm actually filling cupboards. So I'm folding laundry now, and I'm stocking all the cupboards with laundry and stuff. Clothes. Pretty cool, actually. Filling up the van with necessities. I have a lot of space in here. I'll probably fill it up a lot more in the future, but this is sort of like a test round. I'm really, really excited to see how this goes, this trip. Will I be like nervous to leave the trike and the van out places? Will I feel secure? I don't know. I do not know, but it's happening. I've been working on this van long enough. I shouldn't have too many reservations. My dog Rose is freaking out. She's like, what's going on? Where are you guys going? Where are you going? Anyways, guys, it is getting late, so I'm gonna get some sleep. We'll talk to you tomorrow. The adventure begins tomorrow. I think today, actually. It's past midnight.